Have you ever noticed that something as simple as getting up from a chair doesn't feel quite as easy as it used to? But you can't really explain why. Maybe it's not pain. Maybe it's not injury. It's just different. A little slower, a little heavier, and easy to ignore. For many people over 70, muscle loss doesn't arrive with a clear warning. It doesn't announce itself loudly. Instead, it shows up quietly, in small daily moments that are easy to overlook. And the truth is, by the time most people recognize it, it has already been happening for years. If you're someone who cares about staying strong, independent, and active as you age, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps you stay informed, and it helps others find this kind of guidance too. Today, we're going to walk through some of the most common signs of muscle loss after 70, the ones many seniors miss at first, and what you can gently begin doing about them. Let's begin with something very simple, something almost everyone experiences, but rarely connects to muscle health. You may notice that standing up from a chair takes a bit more effort than before. Not dramatically, not suddenly, just a subtle shift. You might push off the armrest a little more, or lean forward slightly to gain momentum. At first, it feels normal. After all, getting older comes with changes, right? But what's really happening is often a gradual weakening of the muscles in your legs, especially the thighs and hips. These are the muscles that help you rise, walk, and maintain balance. Take someone like Robert, who is 74. He used to stand up easily from his favorite armchair. Over time, he started using his hands more to push himself up. He didn't think much of it. But a few months later, he noticed that climbing stairs also felt harder. These small changes were connected. When leg muscles begin to lose strength, everyday movements quietly become more difficult. And because the change is gradual, it feels like just aging. But here's something important to remember. Muscle loss is not just about strength. It affects your independence, your stability, and even your confidence. A simple step you can try is this. When you sit down, choose a chair without armrests sometimes, and gently practice standing up using your legs as much as possible. Move slowly, stay safe. Even doing this a few times a day can help remind your muscles to stay active. Now, let's think about walking. Have you ever felt that your steps are a little shorter than they used to be? Or that you walk a bit slower, even when you're not tired? This is another early sign that often goes unnoticed. Walking speed and stride length are closely tied to muscle strength. As muscles weaken, the body naturally adapts by taking smaller, more cautious steps. Mary, who is 78, began noticing that she couldn't keep up with her friends during their usual morning walks. She thought maybe her energy levels were just lower, but in reality, her leg muscles had gradually lost some of their power. What makes this tricky is that slowing down feels safe. It feels like you're protecting yourself, but over time, it can actually lead to further muscle loss because the body is moving less. A gentle way to respond is to stay consistent with walking. You don't need to walk fast, you don't need to go far, but try to walk regularly, even if it's just around your home or yard. Focus on standing tall, taking steady steps, and keeping a comfortable rhythm. Now, let's talk about something even more subtle. Have you noticed that carrying groceries or lifting everyday items feels slightly more tiring than before? Maybe a bag that used to feel light now feels just a bit heavier. Maybe you switch hands more often, or you avoid carrying too much at once. This is often a sign of muscle loss in the upper body, the arms, shoulders, and back. James, age 81, realized this when he struggled to lift a small box onto a shelf. It wasn't heavy, but it felt heavier than it should. He started asking for help more often, not because he wanted to, but because he didn't feel as confident. Muscle loss in the upper body can quietly limit your ability to perform daily tasks. And when you begin to avoid those tasks, the muscles weaken even more. So what can you do? Start with very simple movements. Light lifting, reaching, stretching. Even using small household items like water bottles can help. The goal is not intensity. The goal is consistency. Now, let's consider balance. Have you ever felt a little unsteady, even when standing still? Maybe it happens when you turn quickly, or when you walk on uneven ground, or when you get up too fast. This is one of the most important signs to pay attention to. Muscles play a key role in keeping you balanced. When they weaken, your body has a harder time stabilizing itself. Linda, who is 76, began feeling slightly off balance when walking in her garden. She hadn't fallen, but she felt less steady. Over time, she started avoiding certain areas, and even walking less overall. But here's the concern. When balance decreases, the risk of falling increases, and falls can have serious consequences. The good news is, there are gentle ways to support your balance. You can try simple exercises like standing near a sturdy surface and lifting one foot slightly off the ground for a few seconds, or slowly shifting your weight from one foot to the other. These small practices help your muscles and your body stay connected and responsive. Let's move to something many people don't expect: feeling more tired after simple activities. Have you ever finished a small task, like cleaning, cooking, or even getting dressed, and felt more fatigued than usual? This kind of tiredness is often not just about energy. It can be related to muscle efficiency. As muscles weaken, they require more effort to perform the same tasks. So your body uses more energy, even for simple movements. George, age 79, noticed that after doing light housework, he needed to sit down more often. He thought maybe his sleep wasn't good. But in reality, his muscles were working harder than before. When this happens, people often rest more. And while rest is important, too much inactivity can speed up muscle loss. A helpful approach is to pace your activities. Take breaks when needed, but try to stay gently active throughout the day. Even small movements, done regularly, can help maintain your strength. Now, let's talk about posture. Have you noticed that standing up straight feels a bit more difficult? Or that your shoulders naturally round forward? Posture changes are often linked to muscle loss in the core and back. When these muscles weaken, it becomes harder to support an upright position. Susan, who is 82, began noticing that she leaned forward slightly when walking. She didn't feel pain, but her posture had changed over time. This made breathing feel a bit more shallow and walking slightly more tiring. Improving posture doesn't require anything complicated. You can gently remind yourself to stand tall. Imagine a string gently lifting the top of your head upward. Roll your shoulders back softly. Even sitting with your back supported can make a difference. Over time, these small adjustments can help your muscles stay engaged. Now, there's one more sign that is often overlooked: a loss of confidence in movement. Have you ever hesitated before doing something you used to do easily? Climbing stairs, stepping outside, reaching for something above you. That hesitation, that moment of uncertainty, often comes from subtle changes in strength and balance. And once confidence begins to fade, activity often decreases. Margaret, age 75, started avoiding stairs in her home, not because she couldn't climb them, but because she didn't feel as sure as before. Over time, her muscles weakened further, making the stairs even more difficult. This cycle is very common. The key is to rebuild confidence slowly. Choose safe, simple activities. Move at your own pace. Celebrate small improvements, because confidence and strength grow together. So what does all of this mean? Muscle loss after 70 is not always obvious. It doesn't arrive all at once. It shows up quietly, in the way you move, the way you feel, and the way you respond to everyday tasks. But here's the encouraging part. Your body is still capable of adapting, of responding, of improving. Even small actions, done consistently, can make a meaningful difference. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need complicated routines. You need gentle movement, awareness, and a willingness to stay engaged with your body. Ask yourself this: what is one small thing you can do today to support your strength? Maybe it's standing up a few extra times, taking a short walk, stretching your arms, or simply being more aware of how you move. These small steps are not small at all. They are the foundation of staying independent, staying confident, and staying connected to the life you want to live. As we come to the end of this video, remember this: aging does not mean losing everything. It means adapting, understanding your body, and caring for it in new ways. You are not trying to go back to who you were at 40. You are learning how to support who you are now. And that is something powerful. If this video resonated with you, take a moment to like it and share your experience in the comments. What changes have you noticed in your body? What has helped you stay strong? Your story may help someone else more than you realize. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos designed to support your health and well-being. Thank you so much for spending this time here. Wishing you strength, comfort, and steady steps in the days ahead.